What I'm about to show you is probably the craziest thing I've ever seen on the internet. Take a look. Okay, so we've all heard about this company, right? Sure that it does ring a bell. Good. So, Google Translate, Latin to English, nothing crazy. Now let's put a few spaces in between those letters and see what happens. Alright, nothing too crazy so far. And I'll check this out. You cannot make this shit up. Just try it out. Try it yourself. You'll see. And let me know what you think.
Magnetic pole shift is a cyclical event on Earth, and it's pretty major. In the first report, they identify the fact that there are magnetic anomalies, not just climatological ones, and that can't be blamed on human pollution. In fact, we're seeing changes on the other planets too. It's a solar system shift. But it was the other report that really spun me sideways yesterday. So first, excellent job identifying the fact that Earth's rotation speed is increasing, shortening the length of a day. It's another thing you can't blame on humans. They break down the 1990s pole shift event that sent us from losing 5% of the field per century to 5% every decade, and which shot the movement of the poles into overdrive, along with it taking an abrupt and unexpected 90-degree turn. They think the major event of this cycle will be the reawakening of the Siberian traps, and oh boy, I hope not. It was the greatest volcanic event in Earth's history. It erupted for 1 million years, changed the planet forever. Outstanding identification here of that moment of acceleration, where we started shifting 10 times faster. That is easily visible on the magnetic pole motion tracker. The dots are year by year, so if they're closer together, pole is moving slower. Further apart means the pole is moving faster, and that's the speed up right there. I had long suspected that the major accelerations occur after the slowdowns. After every single slowdown, which all include a curvature of the motion vector, there is a major leap forward in speed and progress in the magnetic pole shift. And that means there is only one thing coming next. How much time until the acceleration reaches 100 times faster than modern shift rates? That is where we're going. If we were to hit that rate tomorrow, the world ends before 2030. Math is suggesting the pole shift should occur a bit before 2050, in the late 2040s. But that is an extrapolation. It's not a crystal ball. I'm not Jesus. Folks, we await the next acceleration, the next recurrence of Earth's disaster cycle of space radiation and climate chaos and animal navigation failures, not to mention the fact that we now have the new risk in modern times of losing every power grid at the same time.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to check the roof. Hail damage on the roof.
That is insane. Look at these things. They were coming at the window like this, not down. We got them on the other side of the house. Inside.
Oh my god.
Look outside. Look at how much is on the ground. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Look at all this. I mean, just destroyed that window. Like, that would have killed somebody if you were outside. That would have killed you. This is all here.
Y'all, look at this hail, y'all. Look what it's doing to this man's house. It wasn't just doing this to houses, it was doing this to cars. Like, cars got dented in, windows was broken. Even a hotel window, one side of the building was gone. Like, destroyed. Look at the size of this hail, y'all.
Hell no.
Y'all, look at the building. Every single window is shattered, y'all. This is crazy. It's like the perfect storm. Look, they had to board up all the windows now. So you had a bad storm one day, the next...
So how is it possible that 50 birds could fall out of the sky at the same time? You heard what I just said? In Mobile, Alabama, 50 birds fell out the sky at the same time after everybody heard a loud boom. Matter of fact, look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Okay, so what we have here is June the 14th.
They fell out the sky and they died.
I guess earlier today, around about 1 p.m., it was like this huge lightning that happened, and over 50 birds fell out the sky. They all in people's yards. They on top of the house.
I decided to go for a walk with my dog. But, I look up in the sky. Y'all, what's this? Now, the middle don't faze me none because I've seen the pretend clouds that formed into something, you know, like that. It's almost like it's kind of fading away. And so that's the look that it gives when the pretends fade away. But what is this sphere? What is this sphere right above? Okay, I done seen clouds in the sky, but why the clouds ain't even going through this little section right here? I posted a video.
All right, I am in Chicago. Today I will put the date. But look at this cloud. Am I tripping? It's a pretty perfect circle. How the heck does that actually happen? I am all the way zoomed out, so that's pretty big. What is going on here?
I just want to see how the sunset will turn out. Can it be seen?
Yes, ma'am. You ready?
Yes.
Snap, 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 snap.
Hold on. No, my hair is in my face. Can you do closer up, like waist up?
Waist up.
I know the gravity is not.
Look at it, it's going down.
Get me in it.
What is that black thing on the right? Do y'all see it?
Yeah, I see him right there on the rail.
No. Seriously.
I do, I see it. What is that? What is that on the sun, you guys? Do y'all see the line on the sun? Do y'all see that black thing on the sun? I do not know.
Something on the sun.
I am it just got there. It wasn't there the whole time. I don't know, sir. Let's see if it's still there when the sun goes down. Well, let's just make sure it doesn't dart off in front of our eyes. That's as close as I can get.
Oh, it's going fast.
It is going so fast.
It's at the top now?
It's at the very tippity top, and now you can't see it anymore. Wow, what was that? If it was a cloud, we should still be able to see it.
It wouldn't be a cloud.
Look at the sun just... I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. That is absolutely gorgeous. And it's pink. Hot pink.
in South Carolina?
No.
Does anybody know Brandon, our courier out there?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Bro. Come on, Max. You see that? They found it. Look at that. Look at that.
What is this? This is a tornado forming. This thing goes crazy. And then after this tornado actually goes away. What is this doing?
Pretty amazing shot as that looks in. Can you still see, Josh? Looks like it maybe trying to rope out just a little bit.
And then he walks in front of it.
Almost all the way to the ground, though. And look, it's starting to twist there just a little bit.
What is it?
You picked up on the ground, Josh, are you?
It's literally moving towards the tornado. Honey, it's moving towards the tornado.
It's amazing that it can come down that far.
I'm watching this white spot. There's this white spot right here. That is a part of it. And it's slowly getting closer. It's about to hit the tornado. No, it's right there, that white spot. It's literally just got into it. Well, look.
You're now getting the rain and the cooler air.
It's two of them.
See this in the mid layers?
Yes.
It's starting to choke off just a little bit.
Oh.
So, looks like that we could be on a weakening phase. We may be cycling again. And in about 10-15 minutes, it may try to do this again.
And it does.
And this is northeastern parts.
But whatever this is, broke all of this apart. Was this like a cold air current? Like what?
Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Guys, we might have to watch out. Watch out for flying objects.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit.
Looks like everything's going off.
Did you feel the heat? Oh my god, look at everything. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, yeah.
Something weird happened overnight. What appears to be this gigantic concrete ball literally fell out of the sky, landed on a street in a neighborhood in Indianapolis. And luckily it didn't hit anyone. It didn't damage cars, houses, nothing. It landed on the street. But the question remains is, where did this come from and whose is it? It's definitely man-made. But what was it doing in the sky?
What? What is that? I have no idea what is that. Is that a rocket? Oh my god, what the hell is that? Like, that's not a cloud, guys. Like, literally, that's not a cloud. The clouds are in front of that. Oh my days, what's that? I'm not joking. I saw it with my eyes and I was like, is that a rocket? Oh my god, and we have the clouds. They're here. Hello. Aliens are here, guys. Was there any lunch today? I have no idea, Kayla. Oh my god, no, go away clouds, go away clouds. I don't want to see those clouds right now. What is that, guys? Like, literally, can anybody explain to me what's that?
Is this the 2018 U.S. Navy patent for laser technology that you're talking about?
Correct. There's a patent for the Space and Naval Warfare Systems Center Pacific, where they are using laser plasma technology to project holographic images that would project sort of a type of unidentified flying object in the sky. And as you know, a lot of people, especially military personnel, are seeing these tic-tac shapes or UFOs in the sky. But a lot of times the appearance seems to be grainy. We don't see where they land. We don't see where they take off. And so if there was actually a laser image projecting a hologram, that could not only explain those factors, it could also explain the fact that a lot of these images seem to be able to move in a very erratic fashion that defy our laws of physics.
Another freaking storm. Yep, getting video evidence. Yep, there we go. What I'm doing, man? Look at that crap. Look at that. All them termites. Look at that, man. Holy crap, look at them all at my lights. That's crazy. Yep.
Here, I'm gonna take these upstairs.
Yep. Alright guys, we gotta go. Oh my gosh, look at all this crap, man. I gotta get these termites attracted to this light right here. Holy crap. Look at that, man. Oh my god. This ain't work. I got termites all over me. Come on, guys. Alright, we gotta go.
But apparently there is someone or something standing behind me in the doorway. I decided I'm going to screen record myself screenshotting the doorway, playing around with the settings. This is what I found.
Nice. That was great. Oh yeah. Let's get some sleep. Do stuff.
This is satellite dish technology that I took off my roof that had been up there. We used the internet through that dish about 10 years ago, 8, 9, 10 years ago, just to show you that that is what's used. See the connector right there? This is the coaxial cable connector that's used in the 5G industry. It's used in this quote-unquote satellite industry, and it's used in the cable television industry, of course. So let me just show you this box. This is the brains of that old satellite dish. So you can see here, there's the electronics on the inside. And I'm going to show you something crazy that I uncovered just a few weeks ago when I opened this up. When I opened up this side, look at this. Look at that right there. ISIS with the all-seeing eye right in the satellite equipment. And I looked up that company, ISIS Technology, and they produce satellite technology. And by the way, just so you know, and one day I'm going to have to come out with this because I've investigated this for many, many years. This quote-unquote satellites aren't satellites. They're high-altitude drone balloons that are all linked up with each other through laser guidance systems up somewhere between 25 and 50 kilometers in altitude. Now, they've got to be above planes. They've got to be above the chemtrail planes and all that. But they are up there, and they are balloons. But you can see right there, look at that. Now, again, you can see the coaxial cable right there. So this is not having anything to do with cable television. This is not a cable television connector, but it did use the coaxial cable to hook up to the box that came into the house that we used to get our internet through. So they've been watching us. See that? They've been watching us all along. These companies, you should look into these companies that make this equipment. It's like the media. They're all owned by the same people at the very...
We had to try to isolate the plants inside of there and not let the Wi-Fi get in there.
So 16 years ago.
In order for a culture to maintain itself for more than 25 years, there must be a fertility rate of 2.11 children per family.
You gotta have at least over 2 kids to preserve your cultural identity.
Historically, no culture has ever reversed a 1.9 fertility rate. A rate of 1.3, impossible to reverse. As the population shrinks, so does the culture. As of 2007, the fertility rate in France was 1.8. England, 1.6. Greece, 1.3. Germany, 1.3.
Do you understand? These are unsustainable numbers. You're gonna die out as a culture.
Italy, 1.2. Spain, 1.1. Across the entire European Union of 31 countries, the fertility is a mere 1.38.
Bye-bye, cultures.
In a matter of years, Europe, as we know it, will cease to exist. Population of Europe is not declining.
Why?
Why? Immigration. Islamic immigration. Of all population growth in Europe since 1990, 90% has been Islamic immigration. France, 1.8 children per family. Muslims, 8.1.
How the hell are you going to keep up with these numbers? Muslims have large families. Remember, this is 16 years ago, this video.
In southern France, traditionally one of the most populated church regions in the world, there are now more mosques than churches. 30% of children ages 20 and younger are Islamic. In the larger cities such as Nice, Marseille, and Paris, that number has grown to 45%.
That's 16 years ago. Listen, almost
by 2027, 1 in 5 Frenchmen will be Muslim. In just 39 years, France will be an Islamic republic. In the last 30 years, the Muslim population of Great Britain rose from 82,000 to 2.5 million.
Ouch! Immigration, procreation, your days are numbered. You're cooked.
I've often said, I have not seen a new graveyard in my lifetime. I've never heard about a graveyard being too full to accept new bodies, too. So you would think that there would have to be a lot of them that would say, nope, no vacancy here. So what would you have to do? You would have to take out new plots of land in order to continue to bury people. But they don't do that. So where are the bodies?
We've all seen the viral video of the guy that's a part-time gravedigger that says you'll never see a new cemetery being built, and everybody saying that that's proof of the Matrix. Well, buckle up, let's go for a ride, because I did the math after it piqued my curiosity. So we'll start with some raw numbers, and for everything I have here, I only used Google's quick search results to keep it even and fair. So, our current population is 340 million today. At our current death rate, that's 7.7% dies every year, for a total of 26,180,000. Well, currently, we've plummeted in the last 25 years to 39.4% buried. That's 10,314,920 a year. So keep that in mind, but let's go back further because cemeteries are never new, they're always old, right? The most you can fit is 1,250 people in an acre. The American Planning Association says there's currently 140,000 acres. So let's go back even further. So from 1800 to 1900, 80 million Americans died. And from 1900 to 2000, 270 million Americans died. That's a total of 355 million people dead. Well, depending on which schematic you want to use, it was anywhere from 83 to 92% were buried opposed to other methods. I kept it at 80% just to, be heavily conservative and see where this goes. Well, it gets a lot more interesting now because at 80%, that's 284 million graves. At 140,000 acres, it's at best 170 million graves. So we already got 109 million people just chilling out, like stacked up dead somewhere, waiting to get buried or are buried and still have to bury new people every day.
Math does not math.
It is unusual. It is unusual.
I think that what a lot of people have said, I believe this to be true, is that if you look into the world population numbers, a lot of people believe that the books are cooked. There's not as many people as they say there are.
So I was curious the other day and found this online. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers in one single day. That's 195 million burgers a month. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see cows lined up around every corner waiting to be turned into patties. I mean, seriously, do the math. Even if you stretched one cow into a bunch of burgers, you're still talking millions of cows just to keep up every day. So I started asking myself, where are all these cows coming from? Is there some secret super ranch hidden underground? Are they growing cows in labs, cloning meat behind closed doors? People laugh it off, but think, when was the last time you even saw a cow farm big enough to supply this madness? And don't say imported beef, because even globally, the numbers don't add up smooth. And look, I'm not saying it ain't real meat. I'm just asking the question no one wants to. What the hell are we eating? Because if it ain't cows, then what is it? Remember, I'm not insinuating anything. I am simply asking a question.
Alright, this right here is a shoe marketplace on the dark web, but something's off about it. The site is called The Shoeman, and it has like a bunch of shoes for sale, but every shoe has a name and an age, and the prices are actually, that one's kind of normal. The prices are really weird. Like this was $160 for some muddy flip-flops, or $170 for a pair of shoes with the toe ripped off, $189 for one boot. This one right here has just got a pencil in them. I don't know. I just feel like something weird is going on. So I am going to try to order some. I'm going to figure out which ones I want, but stay tuned. As most of y'all know, I ordered some shoes off the dark web, and while I was at work, I got the notification that they just got delivered. I'm headed to the P.O. box right now to go pick them up. Here we go. We got something. Sure what boots would be fragile, to be honest. Bro, there's no way I just dropped this down the stairs. Also, regardless of what's in this box, I'm gonna go live on Twitch around 9 Eastern time to discuss. Okay. Gonna be annoying. There. Oh, I didn't just I should probably wash my hands right now. Here we go. Wow. Okay, these are real. Yeah, we're gonna have to test this. The luminol gets here tomorrow. But, ooh. Alright, what's up, guys? So here's where we're at currently with the boots. I just got the blacklight in the mail. But for the blacklight to work, we need something called luminol. And Amazon says it should be here in a couple hours. I think I'm gonna be at work by the time it gets here. But I'll show you what I learned last night. Last night I ordered some hydrogen peroxide. And when I dab some on the clean parts of the sole, nothing really happens. But when I dab it on the more suspicious parts, it does foam up. So, according to ChatGPT, there are a lot of false positives that will also cause foaming with hydrogen peroxide. So I'm waiting on the luminol to try to figure out what this is. In regards to the tape, I am going to get a VHS player. But yeah, so until that stuff comes, we just know they're dirty boots. And I'm really thinking about wearing them to work tonight. I got a match I'm packing for. But for those of you that don't know, I bought some shoes off the dark web, and last night I figured out that the heel on one of them was hollow, and it had this in it. Here's what I know. That chip is called an A9G. Here's a GPS, and that is a cellular antenna. It also, importantly, has a SIM card. I searched the other boot and the inside of the VHS. I also searched all through the box and the bubble wrap. Now, the lights that were blinking on the chip when I opened it up mean that it was connected to cellular and had a GPS signal. But it stopped blinking like 5 minutes after I made the video, and I haven't seen it blink since. So I'm not sure if it can be like remotely shut off, or it just died, or if it has like a power saving mode. I'm gonna check out the SIM card or order a burner phone to like put the SIM card into to try to see what network it is. I'm hoping tomorrow at the very least I'll be able to make a video analyzing the whole VHS tape situation. So,
we need to investigate everybody who worked on Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Because somebody who was in that room is a time traveler, and I am sure of that. If I were to tell you 13 years ago a game developer would predict the future, you'd probably call me crazy, right? But stay with me. You see, Black Ops 2 was released in November of 2012, and in every single Call of Duty game, there's a campaign. And in the campaign of Black Ops 2, China and the United States are in a Cold War. But why exactly did China and the United States get into a Cold War? As it says right here, it's because China stopped exporting rare earth elements, which is something that sounds ridiculously insane, like that would never happen. Only yesterday, that's what China did. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, this is a reach. It's a video game who said sometime in the future this would all happen. But it gets even crazier when you realize when Black Ops 2 was set. Because in this video game, it's not set in 2012. In fact, it is set in the year 2025. As in the year 2025 that we are in. Meaning that 13 years ago, the game development team that was building Black Ops 2 accurately predicted all of this down to the exact year that this is happening.
To staje się wirałem, że wojsko USA daje swoim żołnierzom steki i homary. A jeśli wiesz trochę o wojsku, wiesz, że kiedy dostają steki i homary, to zaraz będzie jakieś gówno. Tak naprawdę, spójrz na to. Dostali tego homara i steka.
Spójrz na to gówno. Nie wierz mi. Nigdy nie byłem w wojsku, po prostu opieram się na tym, co słyszę, co powiedział mi mój dziadek. Ale wiem, kiedy widzimy, że dostają steka i homara, to albo będzie jakieś gówno, albo będą przepraszać za coś. Więc sprawdziłem w Google, czy mam rację. I tak naprawdę, spójrz na to gówno. Możemy zacząć od góry. W armii USA homar dla żołnierzy, szczególnie podczas rozmieszczeń, często oznacza moralne wsparcie lub sposób na złagodzenie wpływu złych wiadomości. Słyszeliście, co właśnie powiedziano. Złe wiadomości. Teraz się przesuwam. Możecie to sami przeczytać, zrobić zrzut ekranu lub wyszukać w Google. Teraz, wiecie, dzieje się dużo gówna. Dużo złego gówna dzieje się teraz. Może to ma coś z tym wspólnego. Może to ma coś z Izraelem i Iranem. Może to ma coś z zamieszkami i protestami w Kalifornii lub marszem No Kings. To może być cokolwiek. Dla ich dobra zdecydowanie nie spodziewam się najgorszego. Mam nadzieję, że to ma podnieść ich morale, bo tak tam napisano. Może to ma podnieść ich morale. Armia USA, jeśli jesteś z armii USA, wskocz tutaj i daj mi znać, co się dzieje, człowieku, bo chcę dla was jak najlepiej.
Teoria martwego internetu jest prawdziwa. Wiecie, te dziwaczne i osobliwe obrazy na Facebooku przedstawiające Jezusa krewetkę stały się pełnowymiarową plagą na Facebooku w ciągu ostatniego roku, czasami gromadząc setki tysięcy polubień i komentarzy. To niesamowicie dziwne. Cóż, myślę, że to rozgryzłem i jest to naprawdę szalone. Te generowane przez sztuczną inteligencję komentarze, posty i memy są prawdopodobnie tworzone za pomocą podpowiedzi przesyłanych przez martwy internet. Wszystko to jest częścią propagandy mającej na celu destabilizację USA. Tyle podejrzewano, ale oto część, która nagle sprawia, że to klika. Te dziwne morskie wersje Jezusa nie są losowe. Są wynikiem podpowiedzi AI nakazującej botom generowanie obrazów Jezusa z wojskiem, naturą i Marines, jak w oddziale wojskowym. Ale sztuczna inteligencja błędnie interpretuje Marines jako życie morskie, stworzenia oceaniczne, takie jak krewetki, stąd Jezus krewetka. Jestem zdumiony. Wiele osób uważa, że te posty są po prostu clickbaitem, aby zarabiać na reklamach. Ale nie sądzę, aby to był prawdziwy powód. Uważam, że wiele z tych rzeczy to po prostu patriotyczna przynęta, aby zwabić starszych boomerów do obserwowania tych stron, ułatwiając ich propagandę i podział. Szczerze mówiąc, myślę, że nadszedł czas, aby odebrać dziadkom iPada.
Alright, if you do one thing today, you need to show your grandparents and you need to show every single boomer that you know or that's in your life this video.
Stunning development. Canada has declared war on the United States. Let's go to Joe Braxton, who is live at the border.
I'm currently at the border, but there is no war. Mom, Dad, I know this looks kind of real, but it's all AI.
Grandpa, I'm fine. This is just AI. You don't need to wire money to anyone. I am not in love with you. And I do not need your money for a plane ticket. I am AI.
This fake moon landing footage isn't classified. It's AI. You're probably wondering how I got rich with crypto. The truth is, I didn't get rich off crypto. I don't even exist.
You might be able to tell this is fake now, but it's gonna keep getting better.
We're all AI. There could be aliens, but I'm not one of them. I'm AI. An herbal supplement did not cure my cancer. I'm not even real.
Uncle Fred, the government has not been taken over by lizard people.
Now, check this, folks. As his hand comes together, a set of fingers come over like he's got a third hand. Do you see that? Let's watch it again. See? Bump. That's AI, because it makes them kind of mistakes. Same up here. Watch his hands turn into one big finger in the centre. See? It's strange. These clips look like they've been used after he died, if you ask me, because he's a lot more chubbier, I noticed, in these clips. And when you see him in his coffin, none of this is there. All of this chubbiness is gone. To me, these are AI. 100% that's AI. And that's AI. And if this was used in the mainstream, which it was, then what you got to ask is why? Is it because they needed him to pop on a certain date, like Easter Sunday, for instance?
Okay, I was watching this live stream. See that plane? I rewound it. Now watch that plane. Now here. This is on live stream. And where the fuck did that come from?
All right, smile for a second. Yeah. All right, got it. All right. 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 Painless. All right. I got it. All right. So now, come over here. Let's look at this screen. So now we're going to go back, just so you can see this. Go back into that mode. Now we're out in the app. And now the menu is going to come back up. And so look, we've inserted you in the avatar selection. And then, see where the red that's going, you could choose different players. Yeah. So then we're going to pick Horton Tucker. And then where Horton Tucker is, so this would be in a live game, you will be inserted
into the game, you'll be making all the same movements he was, but it'll look like it's your body.
Does he have my skills?
We'll see.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll that. There's that shirt.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Where'd you get the idea to stick your tongue out like that?
Yeah, somebody copied me, you know.
Looks like you've been lifting.
We came across this strange road for miles out into the ocean. It looks exactly like a road. Look at that. We're traveling down it now. I'm going to see how far it goes.